Muy buenas a todos, soy Rusi y os traigo el capítulo número 54 de Dragon Age Inquisition. Y estamos aquí en una misión para Cassandra. Que a ver dónde nos ha traído un sitio bastante curioso. Vamos a ver si hay por aquí cositas.
Oswin. Odd that the trail should lead us here.
Es por aquí.
Pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within.
Bueno, espera, primero vamos a saquear esto, ¿no? Vamos a saquear. A ver si no seguimos con los problemas que tuvimos en otros gameplays. Que últimamente estamos teniendo muchos problemas. Se quedan atascar las misiones. Bueno, hace cosas raras. Hey. ¿Qué hay más? Vámonos. Pues voy con el grupo del principio del juego. La verdad es que esta parte está bien. Hazme un muñeco de nieve. ¡Toma! ¿Dónde vas? ¿Alguno más? ¿Alguno más? ¡Vamos! Venga, ahí dale. Venga. Toma. Joder, qué forma de repartir, tú. Qué forma de repartir.
I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes. The world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have, many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Is it possible to negotiate with them?
They're fanatics, drunk on whatever forbidden magic they can find to make themselves true Seekers. This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Pues qué majos son los buscadores, ¿no?
A Seeker. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this.
Joder, tío, se los han cargado todos los buscadores. Verás tú. Ah, por ese. Me da igual los que haya detrás. ¡Ay, que voy! ¡Ay! ¡Ay, dónde ibais! Qué forma de repartir, ¿eh? Qué forma de repartir en esta misión. La verdad es que estoy repartiendo mucha candela, ¿eh? Joder.
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promisers want the world to end? What use are they to him?
So Corypheus sold the Seekers to these cultists?
And they leapt at the chance, of course. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to Red Lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to Red Lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
We'll find them, Cassandra.
I know we will. One way or another.
Ahora vamos. Vamos a seguir con la misión de Cassandra. A ver, al final voy a tener que dejar a la Josephine. Ahí va. Hostias. Venga, venir. Ven para acá y déjalos en paz. Ven aquí. Buah. Bueno, se me muere el Barrick. Vamos a... que se tome una poción. Se quede tranquilo. Ya está, ¿no? Bien, 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 bien. El Barry se me moría, macho. Aquí hay un cofre. Luego, es que la mayoría de las cosas que me dan podían dar menos objetos y dar objetos bastante más valiosos. Porque vaya tela. Coño, aquí hay un trono, tío. Está todo guapo esta parte, ¿eh? Vale. Vamos por aquí. Hostias, cómo mola, macho, este...
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
The Promisers will pay for what they've done.
No. The Lord Seeker.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
Came here.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait! Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
A tomar por
He was
culo.
my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
Que está por aquí arriba, ¿no? Vamos a por él. Bueno, si está aquí arriba. Que eso no lo sé. ¡Ey! Que me dejo cosas. Que me dejo cosas. Estará por aquí arriba seguro. Aunque no me pone ningún... Ah, mira. Me sale ahí la señal ahora. Vale, es por aquí. Es por aquí. Joder, y esto es una misión secundaria. Es la polla, tío. A ver, que no les doy. ¡Hala afuera, hombre, ya! Así me gusta, así me gusta. Joder. Este grupo mete bastante, ¿eh? Este grupo mete bastante. Tendríamos que ir a por el dragón con este grupo.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
You must be very proud of your handiwork.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
You lured your entire order to their deaths.
There was no other choice.
No other choice? Have you gone mad?
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing.
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
Y ahora lleva espada. No lo entiendo. Fuera, 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 fuera todos. Vais a pillar, pero bien. Ven aquí, hombre.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence
Sí,
of Corypheus.
pero es el de verdad.
Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
These wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish
Vale.
to see what's in this book of secrets.
Vamos a ver esto que hay por aquí. Joder. O sea, que quiere ya que volvamos a Feudo Celestial. A ver qué tal. Y yo creo que voy a dejar a... Antes de hablar con Cassandra, yo creo que voy a dejar a la Josefino. No lo sé lo que voy a hacer. O hablo primero con Cassandra. Bueno, pues no sé. Vamos a hablar ahora con Cassandra cuando lleguemos. Vamos a feudo. Y a ver si se ha arreglado la misión de Blackwall. Que la misión de Blackwall se ha ido de feudo celestial. Y no sabemos. No sabemos dónde está. Y como se queda ahí pilla la misión. Así que pues vamos a ver si funciona ahora. Vamos a volver. Voy a ir directamente a la misión de Blackwall. A ver qué ha pasado. A no ser que ahora salga aquí una cinemática y alguna cosilla más. Pero bueno, de momento vamos a ver si se puede ver la misión esa. Que he cargado otra vez la consola de nuevo, o sea, por si acaso había un problema a la hora de cargar el juego. Y la verdad es que estos días me ha dado bastantes problemas. Ya habéis visto en un par de gameplays seguidos problemas, no sé por qué será porque van muy avanzados en el juego o yo qué sé. Se bajaba por aquí. Vamos a ir a feudo. Pues sí, el sonido hay a veces que se le va la pinza el sonido y se queda ahí todo alegre. Bueno, vamos a hablar. Tenemos que hablar con ese que hay ahí.
The spy master has confirmed.
Ahora.
Blackwall is gone.
He would not have left unless he had a good reason.
It is not for me to speculate on Blackwall's motivations. Sister Leliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Tócate los huevos. Se me ha ido el Blackwall. Asiste a la ejecución de Mornay. Joder. Bueno, vamos a hablar con Cassandra. A ver qué leches pasa. Tengo otra misión que a lo mejor es de la chica, de la enana esa que hay ahí. A ver. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué sucede? Una cinemática bastante extensa por lo que veo, porque si la tiene que cargar es bastante larga.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
You all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a Seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made Tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
So the rebellion could have been prevented.
Perhaps, but it was a long time coming, for many reasons. We created the Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
No. We're nothing like the Seekers.
I wonder how much we resemble what they used to be.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve. That is not the Maker's work.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must seek it out. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
Rebuild the Seekers. Make them better than they were.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Y ya está. Yo creo que porque estoy con la otra. Si no, habría habido temita. Me cago en la leche. Para confirmar el plan de ataque. No voy a confirmar ni plan de ataque ni hostias, tío. O sea, ¿qué me estáis contando? Voy a seguir hablando con Cassandra. A ver qué pasa con ella. Has adquirido trono andrastino. Bueno, vamos a hablar con ella. Lo siento, le voy a poner los cuernacos a la Josephine. Lo siento mucho, lo siento mucho.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, are you blushing?
What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields. The latest chapter.
So you like to read? What's wrong with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
That's just her favorite.
Nobody asked you, Tevinter.
I couldn't finish the last one you lent me. I actually feel dumber for having tried.
It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Maybe I should read that book.
You? No!
Why not me?
You're the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it. Command him to...
Ordenárselo.
Pretend you don't know this about me.
Qué cabrona, tío. Está viendo el Barry que hace libros eróticos. A
Do you
ver,
need something?
quiero investigar. Eso.
So that book you were reading.
Yes, What of it?
So under that taciturn shell beats a true romantic heart.
Why must it be an accusation? Romance is not the sole province of dithering ladies in frilly dresses. It is passion. It is being swept away by the pursuit of an ideal. What is not to like about that?
And don't get me wrong, I like this side of you.
I don't swoon.
I meant the passion.
Ah, well, that's not so bad then.
Bueno, ¿sabes? La voy a liar ahora.
I
La voy a
trust
liar.
all is well,
I have some more questions.
as you wish.
Tell me
A
about
ver si me lo cuenta.
Anthony was older than I, a dragon hunter, who showed what a Pentagast could truly be. I idolized him. I wanted to hunt dragons as he did, even though our uncle forbade it. Anthony promised to train me in secret. We would hunt together one day, brother and sister, vanquishing the beasts of old. And then he died on me.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pried.
No, it's fine. A group of apostates wanted dragon blood, and wanted Anthony to get it for them. He refused, and they killed him for it. In front of me. I begged the Chantry to let me become a Templar. Instead, they sent me to the Seekers. It took many years to let go of my drive for vengeance.
I think I understand how you felt.
At times I could not breathe. The rage nearly choked me. I sometimes wonder how different my life would be if Anthony was still alive. Would I be a dragon hunter? Married to some noble fool, a mother of 3? I cannot say. I take solace in believing the Maker has a plan, but he is not always kind.
I'll let you get back to work.
Bueno, voy a ir a liarla. Le voy a decir a Josephine que no quiero no quiero seguir con ella. Sí, vamos a ponerle aquí un poquito de salseo al gameplay, a la historia de mi inquisidor. Luego hablaré con Barrick para que termine el libro, pero voy a hablar primero con Josephine. ¿Acabaremos a tortas? No tengo ni idea, pero voy a hablar con ella.
The Iron Bull said he was certain and that he has proof.
Josephine, I think we've grown too close.
Too close? Are you saying you wish to end our relationship?
Los sentimientos mandan.
I won't pretend to feelings I don't have.
Well, I wish we'd discussed this earlier. I honestly thought you... This is quite ridiculous. If that's your wish, we shall part ways. Do excuse me. I must gather my thoughts.
Pero no te enfades, hombre.
Perhaps later. Your worship.
Hostia, ya no quiere hablar conmigo. ¡Qué fuerte! Bueno, la he liado. Voy a hablar con Barrick. Sí. Voy a hablar con Barrick.
Need something?
Especial. Háblame con él. Tengo una pregunta personal. Especial. Cassandra, tengo que preguntarte.
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
What's so surprising about that?
You have met Cassandra, haven't you? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
Lo necesito como regalo.
I was hoping to give it to Cassandra as a gift.
Oh, come on, that's just cruel. Even the Seeker doesn't deserve that. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra? Oh, that's a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to...
Ah, qué cabrón. Qué cabrón.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
Venga, vamos a darle a Cassandra el libro. Este está siendo el gameplay del salseo. La otra no quiere hablar conmigo. Yo, la verdad es que no... Es que se me ha ido de las manos estas cosas. Mira, mira, mira. ¡Oy, oy, oy! Que viene Bagric y todo. Me va a destrozar la vida. Hostias.
You done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I'm without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a fan.
This is your doing.
I was hoping you'd be happy about it.
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
You're probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well, it turns out the guardsman...
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
Qué bueno.
Thank you.
This was everything I'd hoped.
I know how you feel.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
Don't forget to tell all your friends, if you have any. Completely worth it.
Qué bueno, qué bueno. Voy a seguir dando la caña a ver si... Placeres culpables. ¡Hostia! A ver qué pasa. ¿Cómo? ¿Ya? ¿Salseo?
I was hoping we could speak privately.
Are we not?
Right. Of course we are. The flirting. With me. I've noticed it. Unless it is my imagination, which is entirely possible.
No. No quería decir nada con eso. Esto termina cualquier posibilidad de romance con Cassandra, ¿no?
If it makes you uncomfortable, I can stop.
You cannot court me if that's your intention. It's impossible.
Why is it impossible exactly?
That should be obvious.
Well, it isn't obvious to me.
You intend to properly court me? You of all people?
Is that what you want?
No.
¿Cómo? Ahí va, qué movida, ¿qué ha pasado?
I take it back. That is what I want. I want a man who sweeps me off my feet, who gives me flowers and reads me poetry by candlelight. I want the ideal. You are the Inquisitor and the Herald of Andraste. You cannot be that man.
A tomar. Sí que puedo, cojones.
The world hinges on our actions. We face death at every turn, Inquisitor.
That doesn't change how I feel.
It changes everything.
Hostia, ¿qué ha pasado? Hostias, ¿qué ha pasado? Me suicido. Busca velas en la tienda de Van Rolleos. Habla con... ¡Hola, hola, 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 hola! Habla todas las cosas que tengo que hacer para liar a Cassandra. ¡Madre mía! Bueno, vamos a dejar aquí el capítulo número 54. En el siguiente vamos a seguir con el salseo. Eso tenerlo por descontado, que vamos a seguir con el salseo de este romance. Me da pena por Josephine, pero bueno, siempre he ido buscando a Cassandra. Bueno, entre las posibilidades de romance que pueda tener, está entre la primera Morrigan, luego Leliana y luego Cassandra, de todas las que hemos visto. Y creo que con Leliana y con Morrigan no se puede tener ningún romance, pero si está Cassandra disponible, pues ¿qué le vamos a hacer? Bueno, así que si os ha gustado darle like y nos vemos en el próximo. ¡Adiós!